Oh God, I love America. I have waited a long time for this moment. Oh, yes, I have. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Anyhow, joining me is my Sith cohort, Darth Bane.
What's up?
Oh, yes. And from light side of the Force, we have Jedi Chris from Echo Base, Anaheim.
How you doing, everyone? Good to be here.
And his light side cohort from Echo Base, Motown, Link the Jedi.
All wings report in.
And my favorite spice runner that I cannot wait to slap in carbonite. We have Captain Solo.
Hey.
From Echo Base UK, we have Jedi Master Ads.
Let's go.
And last and certainly not least, rejoining us from Rogue 16, who recently hit 1,000 subscriptions, we have our man Matt, who is also part of the light side of the Force.
That's right. Yeah, it's nice to see other people that share the same interest, right? Light side of the Force. It's seems like there's a lot of people on the other side. So,
oh yes, we have more spots. We have more spots available if you wish to join us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh man, we appreciate you coming on.
Great to have you.
So let's start out. Anybody acquire any new shit in this last month that we have been away? I mean, we know my man Jedi Chris has been to Disney Park with the Millennium Falcon and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Got my Bad Batch hat. You know, got my I got my little coin saying that I was the pilot of the Millennium Falcon. I got this, and my family got me the Diamond Select Mandalorian, which I'll take out of the box today.
Nice.
Oh yes.
And then one little funny thing real quick. It sits on your shoulder.
Oh,
nice.
The good old Kowakian.
Nice.
Oh yeah, so
lizard monkey.
That's good.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What about you, like the Jedi?
Hello there. I got recently. I just got the Roman props, Kenobi lightsaber. That's about it for now. Yeah, that one's it's really nice.
Oh, it's a great saber, nice. Isn't it?
It is, and what they did actually is they updated the lettering to be more accurate on the weather vane, on the right under the emitter. So they put like the old lettering on there and stuff like that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so it's just different, man. I mean, it's a great piece.
Captain Solo, you have any new shit to that you have smuggled illegally across the galaxy? I might add.
Nah, just a couple new POs. That's all.
Oh, new POs, you say? Please share with us which POs you have acquired.
I got design art. You got Luke Skywalker. Also Plagueis.
Ooh, Plagueis, you say?
Okay.
Very nice.
Nice.
Let us go to Darth Bane.
Oh. Caught me off guard. I haven't gotten anything really. I got a couple of lightsabers recently. I got the Korban, the Darth Maul one.
Nice.
And
very cool.
Then I got the Darth Malgus one from Korban. which was pretty cool. But
Great
they all
looking
just sitting in the box currently because
Oh my!
I haven't decided if I want to put all the electronics in there and stuff. So
Oh, there you go. No, we good. We good.
but so here it is without all the side. I haven't put the stuff
the little
up top
the two
yet,
edges. Yeah,
That's cool.
That's
it's a nice looking hell. Even like that, it looks good.
and it's like got like a jewel right there. That's kind of cool.
Now, whose is that again?
This is
Malgus.
Malgus. Okay, I thought he had like some blades on the top though.
Yeah, I just don't have
okay,
them
I
on
got
there.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Taylor, is that's Corbanth? Corbanth makes that? Okay.
Mhm.
Very cool.
I still got to get a hold of that second sister one, man.
It's nice,
Right?
dude. You want to see it again?
Yeah.
Another round.
There's not a request.
While he's looking for it, what about you, Jedi Master Ads? Have you acquired any new paraphernalia?
My bounty hunter has acquired 3 new sabers for me.
Aha!
I'm not going to say who, because I'll reveal it on the next show.
I see.
Very nice.
2 Jedi, 1 Sith.
Oh my goodness. We'll take that. We'll take that. Matt, I know you've got some new stuff, bro. I know you got some new shit.
I got this guy.
Ooh, the AT-AT.
The MR AT-AT. So
Nice.
that's a new one. I was gonna wait to open it. Chris was getting a couple things, and once I started to inspect it, I was just like, I can't not open it. It's just impossible. Like the thing is, the way it's put together is crazy. So that, and then I mean, I don't know. I'm always pre-ordering something. There's always something coming, but I just there's a lot of stuff still out. I feel like I've only unboxed like a couple things this year. So there's so many things that are still coming. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. But yeah, I had to get this. I have been wanting this for a long time. So
I remember when I went to go get the Biker Scout, and the guy had the what is it? Who makes the Millennium Falcon? Is it Master Replicas?
Yeah.
So he had the AT-AT. Mm-hmm. This thing was huge, bro. I mean, fucking huge. And he was this. Okay, thank you. And he was like, and this is when I had my Mercedes, like, and this is like a small sedan. He was like, bro, you can have this thing for $500.
Oh,
I said, bro, even if I wanted to, it's no fucking way I can fit this thing in my car. He was like, no, we can make it work. I said, bro, don't. And he said, yeah, you're right. But it said something was wrong with it. Okay. But it was beautiful. I mean, but it was huge. You know what I mean? Piece. But anyhow, well,
and I didn't get I got the regular version, not the
Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh,
Oh my goodness! I need it so bad.
So sure are you?
Going somewhere, bro. I need that so bad, bro. Oh my god, like a lust.
That is just so badass.
You know what I mean? But
is that Corbanth, Taylor? Is that Corbanth?
Yeah, that's Corbanth.
Yeah, this one is too.
Okay.
But as far as me, Vader has acquired a whole bunch of shit since we have last seen. We got my first creation here has arrived at the Imperial docks, and then next to it, Darth Jr. He had an extra sand trooper from Sideshow, but it had some damage, so it's with the doctor right now. And then over here was Captain Phasma. She has just been sent to be chromed, you see. And then also on Secret Imperial Mission, we went to acquire the Dark Philosopher, Darth Treyer, you see. So all the Sith are being aligned in the Death Star. You see very, very perfectly.
Thor, who's chroming your Captain
What's the guy's name? Bane, was it Creations?
It's Creations in Chrome.
Yeah,
dude, that's gonna look awesome.
We got pictures actually of our man Kenobi had his chromed, and dude, it looks amazing.
Dude, that is gonna look so cool.
But the guy, he let me know off the top. He was like, "Bro, it's gonna be 6 weeks till I can paint it." I said, "Hey, that's fine. I can wait." You know, I told him for 1,000 years the Sith have waited. So 6 more weeks ain't shit. Yeah, oh yes. But while we're at it, our first topic, I know everybody's seen the Bad Batch. We must discuss how awesome this fucking show has been.
Mhm.
See. So anybody want to begin, please feel free.
Well, I'm assuming we can talk about it because Gina's not here as he hasn't seen it.
Oh yes, now people watching. If you ain't seen this shit, we pause it and go watch it and come back because we just gonna talk about it. All right. So
Yeah,
in
hit the mute
5,
button.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's it. Go ahead. Anybody, go ahead. Anybody,
I just jumped off of it. So I right before we came on, I had just basically finished
Nice.
it, and it's to see Cad Bane in action,
Mm.
to see Fennec Shand. I mean, just to see and it's so interesting. They're kind of, it's just interesting with the Kaminoans and all the stuff that they're weaving into this thing, and like how she's got this like direct lineage to Jango Fett and all this stuff. It's really interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes because I've really liked it. I've really enjoyed the show so far.
I have too. I'm actually shocked because I was watching this last episode. I'm like, it seems like this. Like I'm thinking the next week was the last episode or something like that, and I'm like, it seemed like it's still a lot left going on. I had to Google it and like, how many episodes is this shit? And they were like 16. I was like, okay, so we got a long way to go. But yeah, dude. I mean, last week when I heard my man Link hit me up, he said, "Bro, have you watched this shit yet?" I said, "No." He said, "Bro, you need to watch this shit now." Right now. I said, okay. So I watched it. And then, I mean, the episode was awesome until then the end came. And when I heard his voice, immediately I had to stop. And then, you know, I did with Boba Fett on The Mandalorian, had to run outside. And, you know, they yelled that Arnold Schwarzenegger had the end of the Predator. You know, when the Predator turned and look, it was like that. You know, in Fruit of the Looms and all that kind of shit. That's what happened. So, but dude, I mean, the man is smooth. Let's just face it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you don't get no smoother than Cad.
Yeah,
smooth criminal.
He told your boy, he said, "Look, man, just hand over so you don't get hurt, and then everybody can be okay." He ain't want to listen to that shit. So
and every time he comes on, like I thought the Mandalorian was very like Western feeling. But every time Cad Bane comes on, it's like straight. It just goes straight to a Western. Like it's crazy.
It really does.
It's the music. I mean, it's crazy. So.
Oh, yeah.
And then seeing Toto, of course, is always
well, anybody that has that NYC statue has to be freaking loving this stuff because I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, that thing is each episode he's on there. That thing is
I know.
Each week 7,000, 8,000. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Link? You hit me up, brother.
So I mean, I don't know if you guys seen the unfinished Clone Wars episodes before this. So Filoni showed it before, and the showdown with Cad Bane and Hunter was actually Cad Bane and Boba Fett, and that's when Cad ate it and died, right? Because Cad Bane shoots Boba Fett in the helmet, and that's how he gets that dent in his helmet. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool that they kind of like paid homage to that, and then just the whole thing, they're just connecting everything. We know Fennec has a connection with Boba now. She has a connection with Omega, who's a direct clone off of Jango, pretty much, you know, so Boba's Alpha and Omega's Omega. So it's direct lineage. And now we know the Kaminoans are cloning themselves. That's how their race is sustaining. That's how they're going on for so long. So that's the thing that I found interesting, that's how they're reproducing. The cloners are cloning themselves to keep going. So, and now they're in jeopardy because the Empire is coming here and they need Omega because she has that perfect DNA from Jango. So that's an interesting part about that.
Jedi Chris.
Oh yeah, I mean, one of the fight scene itself with Cad Bane and Fennec Shand. I mean, they both are badasses in their own right, but they're outdoing each other and then unfoiling each other, and then you know all that. It was just it was really like I really got into it. I couldn't take my eyes off the TV. And then when Omega found the old abandoned clone facility, and you saw I guess they're dead, rejected clones that were inside the tank. It was like, were they trying to make those that way, or was that how they used to look hundreds of thousands of years ago, and they just kind of tweaked their genetics over time? So that to me opened up another window of questioning, like, okay, were they that big and bulky in the past, or were they trying to create a whole new generation of Kaminoans, or what have you? But all in all, the show was just like, I captured you, now I got away, now I captured you again, now I just knocked you out. I mean, it was just badass, like a spaghetti western, like we were talking about. So
right.
Yeah, I gotta wait for another damn week to see what happens again. So.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. All in all, good though.
Lord Bane.
I think it's cool the way that you get to see like how all these different bounty hunters hunt their bounties, I guess. Like, Cad Bane has his own style and way of doing it. And then Fennec, like when she is doing it, like she's trying to get Omega, but she's not like dragging her around and stuff or trying to grab hold of her like Cad Bane was. She's trying to like talk to her and say like, well, I'm going to take you, but like you should come with me anyway. Like I'm trying to help you out, whereas Cad Bane is trying to take you for other reasons. And so I thought that was cool, and I think it's interesting to know now that she is the same as Boba, basically. She's just a direct clone of Jango Fett, but she's female. So I think it's going to be... Well, it makes me wonder, are we going to see... Like, is Boba going to come and feel some type of way if he finds out that she exists? Because now he's not the only child of Jango, basically.
Well, isn't this the tough part about canon?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that they have to, like, you basically have to figure out, okay, if you introduce a new character back here, what does this person become? What do they do? Like, you don't see them in, any of these other parts of Star Wars that have already happened that, so like what happens to them? That's what's so hard about canon is you can't just like do a whole separate storyline of some kind. It has to fit within this whole thing, which is why we love it. But at the same time, how do you introduce new characters? It's just really, it's tough, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens to her later on.
Mr. Jedi Ads, how did you feel about it?
Well, going back to Taylor's point about Fennec, when I heard her voice, I was like, yep, I know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing Mandalorian. But I go back to Matt's point as well. When you create a new character or story or something, everything has to interlink so that as the different stories go ahead, everything has to link in some way so that it all comes back to a main point as to where's the story going. But when I saw Cad Bane, I was like 50-50. I was like, Hunter, please don't kill this motherfucker because we need him.
Yeah.
But also, you were like, there's no way Cad Bane's missing that shot.
Right.
Yeah. I had a chat a while back with a friend who was is big into Star Wars as well, and he was unsure about the Bad Batch because I don't know. It seemed like it was going to end quite quickly because you know what the fate's going to be. But as they've gone on, it's been so much more than that. Depth of each character, introduction of different people we haven't known before or we want to see. But I'm very interested to see where, as Taylor said, where Omega and Boba come. Because if he's thinking like, he's like her sister, when in fact, in a way, she is, you wonder how that relationship is going to develop. Will she be alive by the end of the show, or will she turn up in the Book of Boba Fett? We don't know, but it's so interesting, so much.
That would be crazy.
That'd be cool.
Captain Solo.
I thought it was awesome, and you got Fennec, who I love, and of course Cad Bane, who's silky smooth. Everything he does is a smooth situation. I mean, this guy doesn't get fazed by anything. I was interested in that metal piece he had on his head. Like I was like, if that was because of the situation with him and Boba, like I would love a flashback or you know, what happened with them, because I mean, we all everybody kind of knows what happened, but let's see it. You know, let's see it on screen, because these two guys get together. That's everybody wants to see that. I mean, but also I'm sitting there thinking like, man, this girl got taken already, and this is not the end of the show. I mean, how many more episodes are there? I mean, because I don't want it to be. I don't want to be a situation where we take her, we come get her. If they take her, they come get her, because that would suck. Because I would think that's more of a that's the season ending type situation. But you know, we take the ride together. We'll see. I mean, I love it. You know, the show was great. These are things that we never even thought we were going to see just a couple years ago. Exactly. You know, these characters and everything else. So, you know, I love it. The show is great.
And I still got this standing theory where I still think she's force sensitive. You know, because just little suggestive things that happen, like when she was with Crosshairs and she was like, "I know what you're gonna do, and please don't do it." And when they ran into what's the Trandoshan's name that they working for?
Sid,
yeah.
Sid.
And even she just said that's Sid. You know, she just straight up. So it's like it's just clues that they keep leaving that suggest that she could be force sensitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though she's a clone of Django and everything, but again, you know, the Force selects who it matches on to. So I don't know what y'all think about that.
I thought that before this episode, but then after this, I'm like, I don't think she's force sensitive anymore. Like, I didn't think they were gonna go that route, because now the main thing is that she's an unaltered genetic clone of Jango Fett. So
okay.
I thought it was cool that they killed Tan Wee off like that. She just got straight up shot.
That's messed up.
Yeah,
right.
No, I like when they dropped the credits. Your boy Cad almost had a heart attack.
Right.
Yeah.
You just watch it falling out of the case, just gingerly falling. Oh, great. Oh yeah. No, but I think with your comment about the force sensitivity, even if she is unaltered, like you said, that's not saying that the Force wouldn't be able to select her in that route. I remember some of the storybooks where they were using some of the clones and somehow putting midichlorians into their systems so they could do lightsaber training with Darth Vader and stuff. And I remember seeing that in some comic books and all that. So I think anything's possible if they're tweaking genetics, whether it's altered or not. I mean, something's going to change when the RNA and DNA start doing their replication stuff. Anything's possible,
right?
So
because they're still their own person, even when they're a clone of Jango. So they are Jango, but they're also not Jango, like because they have their own personality, basically.
It's in that very first episode of the Clone Wars where Yoda's sitting with them around the campfire and telling them, you guys look the same on the outside, but you're all very, very different on the inside. So that's another point, like about the whole, difference of them. But I'm surprised, like, with all these clones, not one of them like exhibited, you know what I'm saying? Like during the Clone Wars, not one of them exhibited any force powers or anything like that. So that's but the thing is they're altered. So I can see your point of like, maybe it's possible that she's force sensitive. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, it's just they just keep suggesting it, you know what I mean? And that's, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not, because there was a few episodes there where she got in some hairy situations, and I was like, okay, we about to see something, and it never happened, I guess. So
I just want to see her. I want to see her do more stuff with that bow,
right?
That bow thing, and like, you know what I mean? Like, because if she does come in, into the book of Boba Fett or something like that, I mean, that'd be crazy. It'd be cool to see her older,
right?
You know what I mean? In a more like live action would be crazy. It'd be awesome.
They'll throw a wig on Daniel Logan.
But I mean, they did tie it all together in a way because Boba and Fennec are whatever they are right now.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Fennec is involved with Omega in a way now. So
Right.
Here's the thing. That's what I always asked about that, right? Because why did Boba go back for Fennec when she was shot? Think about that. What the hell does Boba have? There's a connection there.
Good point. Yeah.
Very good point.
So maybe she knows, she ends up knowing that Omega, the other half of her, is pretty much Boba Fett. So they probably formed a connection after that. Maybe we'll get it in this show, and that's why it makes sense that Boba found Fennec on Tatooine.
Yeah,
they were there together.
Why he's keeping her around?
Yep.
Why he lets her sit on his throne?
Yeah, she may have.
Not all she sits on.
She may have information. She may have information he needs from her.
Yeah.
Best she does got some information. Oh, great.
I want to bring up another point. The episode where Wrecker is having like a really bad head and he ends up turning as if like, you know, the Order 66 has been initiated. Do you think that scene and that sequence would have worked differently with any other character than Wrecker? Because he's so big, powerful. Do you reckon it got any other way?
He's childlike too. Yeah, he's childlike too. So I think that also has to do with it.
I think they needed to do it because he's probably the bigger, like, upfront threat out of all of them. Like, because he could just probably grab whichever one of them if they decided to start acting up. He could just grab them and hold them down, probably. So they need to take him out of it and do him
because he's always hitting his head. Every episode, he hit his head at least 3 times. Like, you guys had some severe concussions or something.
Yeah, he's got some shit going on. I'd say, how old would Omega be if she was in?
Well,
the Book of Fett.
Probably 30 something.
About 30. How old do you think she's
about? She's
about
unaltered right now, so she ages normally. So
yeah,
but
about 38.
I don't remember what they said. Because didn't they say how old she was currently? I thought they said something about. They said something along like how many years ago they made her. I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
I thought I heard them say something where it implied she was the same age as Boba, but maybe I misheard it.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit older.
The book of Boba Fett. It's after Return of the Jedi, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same period as Mandalorian.
Yeah, so
right.
I'm with
we don't
you.
know how long after, but it's probably shortly after.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna say 30 to 40 then.
Okay.
The people in the chat are casting Omega.
Yeah, well, it's interesting as like who could you get to play that, right? That kind of role.
Because she also needs to look like.
That's what I'm saying. Just throw a wig on
so.
Daniel Logan.
Yeah,
Charlize Theron. How about that?
She looks too good for that.
but Matt, I'm glad you're here because when I saw this episode, you were the first person I thought about when they brought the sisters back. I was like, bro, I know
the Marquez sisters,
the Puerto Rican.
I liked them in this episode though.
Yeah, they
weren't as annoying. They weren't as annoying in this episode.
Right.
Well, you know what the problem was?
It was still too much.
Yeah. The problem was that the way they introduced them was the worst possible way because we wanted something to happen with Clone Wars, and then they just kept getting put back in jail. Like they didn't do anything. Like that's all they did was like go in jail, get out, go back in jail. Like it was such a bad episode. Like the couple episodes that they were in were horrible. Yeah. I was super surprised.
I recently rewatched I recently watched like the whole before Bad Batch came out, I watched the Clone Wars again.
Yeah.
And what I did is after season 5 when Ahsoka left the Order, I watched those episodes because those episodes actually take place right after she leaves the Order, and honestly, it's a better watch when you watch it that way.
Okay.
And then I skipped it or whatever.
Okay.
That's so
Danny say put a wig on tomorrow.
Dude, that guy plays so many roles already. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Well, hold on. We got one more thing before we get into some serious shit. This came out here. This image of dark side Ray. And it was concept for the original. I don't know if it was the dark side Ray we saw in the movie, or if they were gonna really turn her or whatever. But what y'all think if they would have went through with this?
That's much more. I think that's much more powerful than what we got. She looks like she means business. So
yeah, that one she looks. Yeah, she looks menacing in this picture here, but the one in the movie and the Black Series 6-inch figure, she looks like the piranha teeth. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like a nightmare for kids. I mean, you want somebody that exudes power like this photograph.
This actually brings up a thing I wanted to speak to you about. For a friend of mine found a article of the actual original script for what the Rise of Skywalker was actually meant to be, and it was so much darker than what we got.
I remember reading about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed the the sequel trilogy. I know some people will say no, but
no, that's fine. You know,
I would have liked to see what would happen in that if she would actually go to that side, and how would she behave, and how would she, possess the power.
I really love The Force Awakens.
I agree. It's the better out of the three.
The Force Awakens is I really enjoy that movie, and so I wish they would have stuck with one person, like, to create the thing. Obviously, they wish they made a plan at the beginning anyway. But that said, this would have changed the whole thing. I mean, my goodness, this would have been like a whole flip flop on this whole thing. And I mean, at that point, you'd have to have Ben Solo being redeemed. You have to have. There has to be a counter to her becoming dark, right? So something would have to. I mean, I don't know if Finn would have been the guy, or you know what I mean, like.
Yeah. And then Finn would have to end up fighting her and killing her.
There's no way they're going to end a trilogy with the dark side winning. They're just not going to do it, right? So
not just the trilogy, the end of the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean? So, it's just not going to happen. So someone would have to.
I think it was such a cheap move to call it the end of the Skywalker saga. I mean, you guys killed all the Skywalker. What are you talking about? Like,
it's the end.
Well,
such a cop out.
I guess that definitely brought finality to it.
Yeah,
you know
it's the end.
So,
yeah, but she now classes herself as a Skywalker, doesn't she? And I've heard somewhere that she may appear in another movie as Rey in the future. I don't know how true that is, but the scripted dark version of what it was meant to be like, she actually stays in continuity. She can't be Force or dark, and in the script, Ben Solo is actually the one that becomes the teacher to all the kids. So
I can just see Kathleen Kennedy just sitting down and just playing the audio clip of Vader and Jedi saying that name no longer has any meaning for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how this whole sequel was when it comes to that. The whole Skywalker name was trashed, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's tough, right? The Disney made some interesting choices. So there's some things that I think that they did really well, but the thing is that I'm not. You guys know I'm not the type of person that says I wish George would have kept control over this. I think we wouldn't be having Star Wars if George had control of this. So I think I really am happy that Disney has it and that they're actually making stuff. I just think they rushed into this. Sequels, you know what I mean? So I think there's a lot more planning going on with Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett and like Obi-Wan. The Obi-Wan series looks like it's gonna be freaking incredible. You know, like hopefully we see Vader in there. I mean, it's gonna be crazy, dude.
To add to one point to Matt's thing was, that seems to be the problem these days of like these sort of big movies, isn't it? Because like when one comes out, it's like a big hit, everyone loves it and enjoys it, and the next thing the studio goes, okay, we need to make another dead quick.
Yeah,
you should at least let like 2 or 3 years let it settle and plan your way properly rather than just trying to get out to make a quick buck.
Yeah,
because the only thing I enjoyed from Last Jedi was the whole Luke thing. I just wish you just saw more of him. But then it's a bit.
I think it's tough. I think when you spend $4 billion plus on something, you probably come out going, we have to get this making money for us as soon as possible. I think that's just that was their whole driving force behind all of this, right? Is that they wanted to get it out as soon as they could get it out. And that wasn't smart. But that said, there's really smart people. Like there's really good filmmakers that can work fast, right? They can come up with good ideas fast. So like, it's not that they couldn't do it. I just don't think they did it the right way. I don't know. They could have made better decisions along the way. I don't know. It's just strange.
I think yeah. Sorry, Chris. Go on.
I was just going to say, back in the day when we had the original trilogy and the prequels, you had 3 years in between. So you had, cartoons, video games, comic books, merchandise. Right. So people were going out there buying that, and buying the Star Wars Insider magazines to stay connected. And just as the movie was getting closer to being released, the hype spun out of control and everyone was just like, yeah, this is great. And now you're trying to rush them together. When you flood the market too, it's like, well, having that gap, people are out there buying stuff, collecting things to stay connected with that. Okay, another year, man, that movie's coming out, and the hype goes crazy. And I think that was a better advertisement and business move by having them separated like that.
Well, Chris, don't you think though one of the problems is that back then there wasn't anything else. Mm-hmm. So there wasn't anything to take you away from the focus on Star Wars, as in like now there's so much media, there's so many IPs and so many franchises that like if you wait too long, I think they're slightly concerned that the hype will actually die down to the point where I don't know, I could be wrong, but I just feel like there's so much that takes people's attention away from things that if they don't come out with constant stuff, that might be part of their driving, like, look at how many shows they're making right now. Like,
that's a good point.
It's going to just go. And then on top of that, Marvel, I mean, it's crazy.
But that,
it's a valid point.
I understand what you're saying, but the way that they're creating their own problem, because
sure.
Okay, when you're spending $4 billion on a franchise that's so big as Star Wars, fan connection, the amount of people that's that's been a part of it for so many years, like we all love Star Wars. Mm-hmm. You don't fuck around with something that unique.
Exactly. No, you don't.
You don't.
It's dangerous. It's super dangerous. The problem is that
it's a lot of money. $4 billion is a lot of money, and they wanted that money back.
Yeah, exactly. And the problem is, at the end of the day, they could give a shit about us. They want us to buy things and see and enjoy it, but at the end of the day, it's just a business. So like their whole thinking is, let's get this out and get it done. I agree with you though. It should have been done with the utmost respect and said, okay, well, hold on. And I think everyone I think that was involved did respect Star Wars. I just don't think there was a good enough plan to really, get the whole thing to where they wanted. And then you have someone like, what's his face? What's the Last Jedi director? Ryan
Johnson.
Yeah. So he comes in, right. And then he just decides to toss a grenade in the whole thing. Like, what do you, I don't know what you do at that point. Like, what's freaking, what are they supposed to do after that? There's nowhere to go. Like they have to tie these.
But they was sleep at the wheel though. They let it.
Oh yeah. They let him do that. You're right.
Yeah, so they bring in J.J. Abrams to do damage control and try to salvage whatever wreckage was left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you haven't got the fans on your side, it's a downward slope.
I know. I agree.
Good point.
Which I think what's nice is for them is they've have success in Mandalorian. They have success in the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch, and I think some of this stuff moving forward is just gonna. I think it's gonna kill it.
Last show, adding to what Taylor said, making Dave Filoni the executive and bringing on Jon Favreau. Would you not say in a way they're the saviors of something that's been poorly done?
Yeah, sure. But see, I think it's interesting. We have this conversation about the sequels, and I feel like we could have had almost the similar conversation about the prequels, even though I know there's people that absolutely love the prequels. At the time, there was a lot of like problems with people who didn't like the prequel. A lot of people didn't like the prequels. So I'm saying to me, I think time changes a lot of things. And I think people grow up with what they grow, like with their Star Wars. You know what I mean? The difference now, though, is there's so much Star Wars. Like when people grow up, they're not going to grow up with a trilogy. They're going to grow up with a trilogy, you know, 5, 10 TV shows. Like who knows how many, like by the time they're older, what they'll have. So they can kind of grab onto whatever they want at that point. So I don't know. It's interesting.
You know, here's the thing. The one difference for me between the prequel hate and the sequel hate is the prequel hate, people grew up and understood that there was an actual story in place
Right.
that made sense. The sequels, they look nice. Don't get me wrong. They look really nice. They're shot well, all that stuff. But Star Wars isn't about that. Star Wars is about mythology and the lore.
Yeah, right.
So there's no story. It's not. There's literally, for me personally, there's nothing memorable about the sequel trilogy. And later on, when I'm sitting in a rocking chair, I'm not gonna think about the damn sequels because they just don't.
No, I hear you.
They don't. They don't make sense. I think they don't continue George's story.
Yeah, I think the difference though is when I ask my little girls who their favorite Star Wars character is, and they say Rey.
Right.
And they say, sense, all I'm saying is that these things, it matters, right? Like when kids grow up, they have the things that they hold on to. Like my kids love Omega, like they freaking love her. And you know what I mean? And so like, there's things like that are going to happen where they can actually, but you're right though, Link. You can't look past the fact that like, there is a thread. There's something to hold on to in the prequels versus the sequels. It's kind of like all over the place. I hear that. I'm not trying to.
And then the Clone Wars. Yeah, no. It's cool. It's like, and then the Clone Wars just put the prequels on steroids.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just even enhanced it like crazy.
It helped a lot.
And Omega is I've never heard anyone complain about Omega. She's a great character.
You're right.
It's just,
but think about this though. I've been thinking about this. I feel like a lot of people are giving Omega a little bit of some leeway because think about when Snips came out and how people were just kind of shitting all over Ahsoka, right?
Yeah, she did get a lot of hate.
And look at where she's come. I think a lot of people have realized that and they're like, okay, we need to just see where this goes because it's true. Like, look at Ahsoka now. People freaking flip out for her stuff.
She's like people's top 3 characters. Exactly. Star Wars.
And who knows what Omega becomes, right? It could be the same type of thing. I mean, I think we're gonna really see some interest if they start coming out with Omega collectibles at some point. I'm telling you, man, you gotta jump on that shit.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing with the sequel trilogies that I know we probably talked about it in the past, but you've got 40 years of books, novels, comic books, video games, and all of a sudden it was just trash can, and it's like, wait a minute, Kyle Katarn, Mara Jade, all these other badass Jedis and dark Jedis like Kip Duron and who becomes a Jedi Master, and it's no longer canon, and it's like, well, I've got all this knowledge and shit in my head. It's like, well, unless you're playing Star Wars trivia, like, you can't do anything with it. But
I hear that.
That's the frustrating part. And I strongly felt when they said that they were casting the original crew from the Star Wars sequels, I had a feeling they were bringing them on to kill them off, to add credibility to new characters. And we saw it unfold before our eyes.
Yep.
So that's the only time I hate being right. So
speaking of being right, the time has come for this program to enter the dark side, people. Before we get to the pictures, and we also have a update on Iden Versio, which I know you all will enjoy. So let me make myself large. Pause. So I'm gonna let my man Lord Bane go first, but I must set the stage for you. See, we there's an ongoing debate in the Star Wars community. The rest of the community don't have this problem. You know, for some reason we do in the Star Wars community. It's a disagreement, if you will, between licensed pieces and custom pieces, and custom pieces are taboo and don't buy them and they're fucked up and they're not good quality. The good quality part is where I disagree, definitely. Right. The rest of that shit is your own opinion, you see. So we've had several run-ins, if you will, with some individuals that we must address now on this program. But I'm gonna let Lord Bane go first and say his part, and then I will play the closer and finish it off. So, Lord Bane, be my guest, sir.
All right. Well, I guess we'll give some more context. Is a few weeks back in our group, what we saw was that someone claims that basically we have like a strong bias on the show, like towards some of the custom groups that make Star Wars pieces. And so I guess to build off of that, let me ask the chat, anyone that's watching, if you agree with that, because honestly, if it's something we're actually doing, then we want to know about it, because we're not trying to have a bias towards one group or another group or anything. But so basically what the person said was that from 2 specific custom groups, we just like everything that they make. Like they can't do any wrong, basically. So we're gonna just we're not gonna call out people, I guess. Like I don't have anything bad to say about anyone. But there's only 4 Star Wars custom groups in the first place, right? So you have Zion Art, NYC, Kyber Studios, and you have Dan's group, DMD. And only 2 of those actually regularly put pieces out. So the person saying that says that we just love every piece that comes out of those groups. And to that I say, well, there's really only those 2 groups pieces to say anything about. So Kyber Studios, I don't really count as part of these 4 groups because they haven't put anything out yet. You know, their first piece is coming. It's coming soon. It's in production now, supposed to ship soon. So there's really nothing to say about them. We can't review their piece. I can't say that their piece came out and is good or great quality. It looks good in the pictures right now. NYC puts out pieces all the time. They've got pre-orders once or twice a month recently, and they've been delivering on a lot of pieces recently. So a lot of us buy their pieces, so we get their pieces in hand to review. We can see it. Zion Art really knocks pieces out, and I can see. Well, the problem with Zion Art is there's definitely a lot of bias on Zion Art because there's a lot of old statue community collectors that don't want to associate with him because he has a troubled history with some other known scammers, and so he's accused of being a scammer himself. And all that aside, that doesn't stop that the pieces are coming out. So, and we get a lot of them. So quite a few of us on the panel get pieces from these groups, and we can see them. And, you know, the quality we think is good for what we pay. And we want these characters, and it's an interpretation of this character. And we can get that. Like, if I buy a piece from Zion Art, I know that probably in 3 to 4 months, I'm going to have it in hand, and that the quality to me is good enough that I'm happy with the piece. So that's 3 of them. Now, the last group being Dan's group. Dan makes probably the best renders that you will see of any Star Wars piece. He gets them perfect. Like, he spends a lot of time making sure that these pieces look perfect before he puts them up for pre-order, basically. And the problem with that is that Dan's stuff takes a long time. That's all there is to say. So the person who made this comment, I know, is a big fan of Dan. And all of us are fans of Dan. Like, several of us also have orders with Dan. But they take a long time to come out. So we can't review Dan's stuff. He's only put out one piece so far. And he's put up a bunch of orders, but none of those have come out yet. So we can't show anything that he's done to review. And so I don't know how to say if that we're biased towards two companies, that everything we think is that they do is good, because those are the only two groups to review pieces from. And I also don't think that we like every single one that they put out. I mean, we've gone back and forth saying that sometimes Zion Art doesn't hit it on the sculpt, like they don't get it right on accuracy, or stuff is not proportioned right, or they didn't spend enough time on it. And then not every piece NYC does is always perfect. So we say, oh, well, if we wish it would have been a little bit better here. But I don't think we don't really ever like shit on anyone. And
Taylor, can I mention something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm starting to have so you guys know that we've had a bit of an issue in our group with Regal Robot and some stuff.
Oh yeah, I saw that last week. Yeah,
it was a kind of a thing. So I think it's interesting that people think that we're supposed to be impartial and that we're supposed to not have bias when everyone has a bias, right? Everyone is biased towards something. I think having a bias, you have a bias for certain reasons, right? I'm more biased with customs towards NYC because I actually get their pieces in and I see them in hand and they look to me very, very good compared to Mythos pieces, compared to all these other pieces. They hold up. They look very good. And I'm going to be impartial to that because that's just how life works. We are biased for certain reasons. We're not biased because of a shitty reasons otherwise. It's like you know what you love and you know what you like, and I think that's okay. I don't think it's a bad thing. If these other people can step up and do what they need to do to get things to people on time and actually do quality work, then great. Then maybe maybe we can start talking more about these other people, but it just doesn't seem to happen.
Yeah, and
I think Taylor, just one thing, like bias has a negative connotation. There's different kinds of biases. Right. There's negative biases and positive biases. Like if I'm biased, just like what Matt was saying, Matt's getting the pieces in hand. So he has a bias to it because he's actually getting the product in hand and seeing the quality of it. So that's like a good bias. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Matt, was not getting these pieces and he's saying these pieces are great, like that's unsubstantiated. But he's getting them in hand and he's seeing how they are and all that. So there's different kinds of biases. I don't know why people always associate bias in a negative light.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah. So that's what it comes down to is these groups are all putting out great pieces, but there's only two of them that are giving them to you in a time where you can say anything about it. So like I said, Dan puts the work into his renders. He's giving you what's probably the best piece, right? But he also likes to use some of the best statue producing companies. And that means that you're going to be waiting because those companies have super long wait times.
Right.
So and he puts out more projects and more projects without things being delivered. So you're just waiting a while. And there's nothing wrong with waiting, and I'm not going to say that like because you're waiting so long that you're like getting a bad piece from Dan or anything. It's just that we don't have anything. So it's not like we're not bashing on Dan because we don't say anything about his pieces. We just don't have anything to say about them because we don't have any to talk about. We talk about his renders when they come up and we say, yeah, these are great. Like this looks amazing, but then we can't do any more than that. That's all there is.
Well, and Taylor, I mean, Kyber Studios.
Yeah, like, exactly. They don't have anything.
They don't have anything, and we don't know when they have something, if it's going to ship and cost an astronomical amount of money. We don't know any of this stuff yet. So it's like, how do you talk about it? It's really it's tough.
There's just nothing to say about them right now because they're new. They're brand new.
Yeah.
They got their first piece coming. It hasn't come out yet, so we can't say anything about them.
Right.
They've put up some more renders of what they've got planned, and they look great.
Looks good.
But we've seen some production pictures of Anakin. He just hasn't come out yet, so we can't say anything about him. But I mean, we see a lot of licensed pieces, and some of these licensed pieces lately have been pretty lacking. So I'm not gonna say that they're great or anything. And I mean, we get the NYC stuff in, and it's great quality. I'd say comparable to Sideshow quality-wise in a lot of ways. Sure. And the sculpts, they're not always perfect because, I mean, kind of like XM, exactly. NYC takes liberties a little bit on some of their stuff. And me, I'm an accuracy kind of person, but I've let things slide a little bit sometimes for NYC because I think it's a great interpretation of the character. And that's what matters to me. So if I can get the character in right now or soon in a way that looks good, I'm going to do that. If I trust in the company's quality too, because I have received pieces from them. Zion Art, how would I rank their quality? I would say that it's good. It's not always great, but I think it's good enough. Like the Nihilist piece,
right?
I can't say a bad thing about that piece. I don't think it's the best quality in the world.
Yeah,
I don't think it's the best quality. I mean, a lot of it is probably more of a plasticky material, but I'm not going to say that something's wrong with the statue. I think it looks great, and it was a reasonable price. And so the comment was saying that we don't call out, or that we love every piece from these two groups, and that we don't call out the problems when other people say that there's problems with them. So, and I don't know what problems to say there are.
Are you guys seeing that there's people calling out, like saying that is there anyone saying that licensed versus unlicensed, like that you guys are?
Oh, I think there's definitely some people that. So exactly. There's a perfect segue into Thor's half of this conversation.
About a month ago, I witnessed the conversation. I wasn't a part of it, mind you. That a certain individual, he was really talking and everybody else was listening. Okay. And he was saying, "Oh, license is the best," and basically he was talking about Sideshow puts out great stuff, and all this stuff coming out looks fantastic, and blah blah blah. Basically all Sideshow. They talk about XM a little bit, with the of course, because they only got 2 pieces coming.
Right.
And then he started to talk about the TIE Pilot from NYC. He said, "Well, it looks great. We know it's got a gap in the arm, which is the only negative thing he can come up with."
Sure.
Yeah, it does. So it's got a gap. Nothing's perfect. But when he said the quality is fucked up, that's when I had a problem. Okay. How Popeye used to say, "That's all I can stand, and I can't stand no more." Right. So I went in there and this is all I said. I didn't say nothing about NYC. I said, "Bro, you on some drugs." He said, "Well, whatever drugs I'm taking, can't compare to how you dick riding." I said, oh, I'm dick riding them. I said, ain't you sitting here talking about Sideshow? So I guess you riding some too. He ain't had nothing to say about that. So you know where it went from there. So I'm not gonna tell you the name of the group. It ain't the group's fault. It was this individual. He's this guy. We'll call him Sonny. He's addicted to Polystone, if you will. So take that for what it's worth. So what I would say about this debate is, you folks who just into license stuff. The difference is, see, you call us biased, so it's you shouldn't get it because somebody's losing their job making these customs. Dude, they use the same factories. Who the fuck's losing their job? Right. If they're not making a license, they're making a custom. So that's out the window. Right. And then, so the difference between you guys with the with the just strictly licenses, we buy both. I just got the Royal Guards in from Sideshow. And you look all around this room, you can see custom, license. Mm-hmm. You all just strictly, so who is really biased here? You see what I'm saying? So, that's another thing I got a problem with. And since we are all dick riding, let's just play a game called What Your Man Doing For You and What My Man Doing For Me. Okay? You ready? Let's do it. So I can go to my man and say, Daddy, I want thus and such a character made. He said, okay, baby, just get 60 people and you can have that shit. No problem. What's your man doing? Can you even get a hold of him? No, I ain't think so. I can ask my man, Daddy, this head sculpt look a little fucked up. Y'all think y'all can fix this? Sure, baby. We can stop this pre-order. We fix the head sculpt. We come right back. No problem. What about your man? You think you can call him up? Oh, yeah, this Moff Gideon face look fucked up. Y'all think y'all can fix that? This man, you can go to hell. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you see this lady right here? Yeah, that's me. That's me. I asked one of my men. Yeah, I got two men. I said, you think you can make it? Sure, Daddy. We can make that for you, no problem. And there she is. Yeah. Okay. So y'all tell me. What y'all do is doing for you. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry.
Thor, I think it's a good point. My issue is I don't want a shelf full of Darth Vaders and Darth Mauls.
Bingo!
And,
exactly.
And what else? I mean, what else do they make that that's the frustrating thing for me is for a while I was concerned about getting into customs because of the debate about quality and like, am I going to get something? I hadn't gotten one yet. Once I got one in hand, I was like, oh, this is the same thing. Like they're all doing the same thing. It's the same quality. It's crazy. And then on top of that, I can get a TIE fighter pilot. I can get R5D4. I can get, I can get like all the bounty hunters if I wanted them, like Cad Bane. Like, I mean, come on, dude. Like that's the problem. If the big companies were making the characters we wanted,
wouldn't be no need for it.
We wouldn't be buying customs.
Nope.
So that's why it's happening.
So the question is it really about the pieces? I don't think it is. I think it's a deeper thing, sinks deeper, Is it you just want to get in good with these people so you can have Daniel Bell or somebody on with you and in the group, is it like that? Because, they don't mess with custom. You get customs, you can't have none of those people on. Right. So is that what it is? I mean, if that is, just say it. I can respect that. Just say, it's some groups out here that say, please don't post customs in here. We don't do customs. Fine. Mm-hmm. I respect that. But don't just sit here and that's not what it's about when that's really what the fuck it's about. Okay. So that's it. You can't say nothing. And I know you don't have any of these pieces. So until you see these things in person, please don't say nothing about the quality. Because the paint job on both of these pieces is freaking flawless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So until you check them out in person and just until you know something, don't say nothing, please. You know what I mean? In fact, if I see you on the street, don't say nothing. I see you in the store, don't say nothing. I see you at the con, don't say nothing. Well, I don't know what you look like, so I can't, just if you see me, don't say nothing. Because you be hiding behind some fucking keyboard and shit. But if you want to have a discussion, you can come on here, I can come to you, and we can talk about it. Period. So that's all I got to say. Love y'all. May the force be with you. And I'm out. Let's look at some pictures. Oh, this bullshit. Anyhow, that's all I got to say. Y'all, how y'all doing?
Great.
Well said.
Hey, look, whether it's whether it's a licensed company or custom, whoever decides to come out with an awesome rendition of Starkiller, I'm all over it, man.
Oh, it's coming
right now.
Now,
That's the one.
Do you
I would
regular
like to have that.
Starkiller or Lord Starkiller?
I think he went regular.
Regular, yeah.
Okay.
Because
we do got Lord Starkiller coming in soon.
Let me think about that.
Because Thor's talking about how he designed that one up above him, and this one coming out is my love child. So.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, that sounds kind of personable. I was like, now I have to look, But yeah, to me, I love the storyline. I love the character. I think that definitely deserves to be displayed in my man cave here. So I haven't seen anything really like set in stone. So if any company decides they're going to make that, please get a hold of me. I'm in.
This is a good question here, Big Fat Paulie. That's actually something I forgot because I'm not getting it because I got these two guys, and that's something else, because I've heard some of the licensed people say, "Oh, XM's making it now, we can get it." Well, they've already been here a long time ago. So now I don't have to get no.
That Revan's been out for what? 2 years?
For 2 years. Everything was here for you. Now y'all getting out, and I'm not a fan of that XM Malik. I mean, it's well documented. I don't like it. The Revan, fantastic.
Yeah, the Revan.
But the Malik, I'm just not a fan of. But
what was I going to say? I think this whole perception. First of all, we're not biased.
No,
I don't care what anyone says. We're not.
If it's fucked up, it's fucked up. Period.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Imagine if, like DC, for example, didn't have all these licensed company making this stuff, and there was only a few custom groups making these statues, and everyone was going nuts about them. You're in the exact same boat. Now, we have some licensed companies, okay, XM, Iron Studios, Sideshow, but in a way, it's, as we all know, licensed is so hard to get for a certain character, a certain pose, a certain, color of clothing, whatever. We, as Star Wars fans, and it could be for any fans of anything, have to think to themselves, we are so privileged in a way that a custom group, and sometimes there's nothing wrong with customs. See, I only buy customs from word of mouth. If I know a friend that has one, everything went smooth in transaction. The piece came. If there was a problem, they sorted it. This, that, and the other. Fine, fantastic. But I think we have to remember is we are, as I said before, we are so privileged that we have these groups that are the core fact that they are willing to make these pieces that we need these characters. You are never going to get like Sideshow's never going to make a Qui-Gon Jinn. Iron Studios very slim. XM, possibly. But who else? That's it. Now, Dan, as Taylor mentioned, some of the renders are phenomenal, and I'm very interested in a few of the pieces. Qui-Gon Jinn is one of them, and it looks just like him. Now, as I said before, no one else is going to make a Qui-Gon Jinn, right? So we can't say that customs from a Star Wars point of view are bad because there's only four, as Taylor said, there's only 4 groups that are willing to do this. So in a way, you have to think to yourself, and as Taylor mentioned, there's 4 groups. One's putting out Ahsoka, another one's putting out Ahsoka, another one's putting out Ahsoka. We're not going to be biased towards one of them just because either we bought a piece in the past or whatever. We're deciding. We have 3 options to choose from. If one works for us as a collector and individual, then fantastic. If it's a good group of people who like it, then fantastic. You cannot say we are biased because we're not, because the licensed people aren't putting shit out, or if they are, it's either not to standard.
Well, isn't it?
Or it's a character that's been done thousands of times. And there needs to be a balance, but there also needs to be transparency and creativity. And if you never get that, then you can't be. Then, like, for example, if you want to collect all the Sith, Sideshow's never going to do it.
No,
you need someone who's gonna create that vision of all the Siths and the lines together. And customs is the only way it's going to be done. And let's just face it, that's true because Iron And as Chris was saying, if something isn't canon and something is, you know, if it's not canon, you're never going to see the light of day of them. So we have to get to the point of, you know, finding a balance, but also knowing that this is the only way we're going to get them. And if a custom is the only way, and we know the people, we trust the people, then I don't see the problem with it. I think people need to get off the high horse and, you know, grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Well,
pretty much.
And isn't it interesting though too that like the different debates, you know, because people that really love licensed stuff, that which is great, it's fine, but a lot of times that seems to there seems to be some shitting on the custom stuff. I collect custom and
both, right?
Like customs and licensed pieces without any problems.
Thank you.
I there's pieces that I don't like that are custom pieces.
Yeah.
There's pieces that I don't like that are licensed pieces. I have pre-orders in both sides of this debate. So I'm trying to figure out how anyone that's doing that is like, what's the problem there? Like if you're the person that likes all the licensed pieces but shits on, you know, can't stand all the custom stuff, like aren't you on the wrong side? Like shouldn't you like this? I get that customs is a problem because of the licensing thing. I understand that people don't like that side of things, but I don't get it. We you know, how are we being biased when we're like collecting both things, or you know, like how are we on the wrong side of things here? I don't understand it.
Well, hold on. See, this is what I like about this. For some reason, it's only a problem in our community, in the Star Wars community. The X-Men people ain't got this problem. I ain't never heard none of X. Every time a Franco piece come out, it's Shangri-fucking-La, and it should be. Like, nobody complains about that Samurai Wolverine because it's a fantastic piece.
It's really nice.
Is Sideshow XM anybody gonna make that shit? No. I mean, I think Tim said it's what, 150 cherry blossoms on that shit? Ain't nobody gonna make that.
Crazy expensive too.
Yeah, every time you get these, I mean, I don't know what they mean. All these Phase 2 Wolverines and Archangels and all. Everybody's happy because they're fantastic. Nobody gives a fuck who's making it. It's a fantastic piece. Just fucking enjoy it. Get over that shit. What my man say from the Boston Celtics? Daniel Bell not coming through that fucking door. So make your own shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's fake. Nobody's fake. We just want the fucking people we want. That's it. Case fucking closed. Them motherfuckers don't care about you. I'm trying to tell you right now. You know what I mean? It's just like buying a car. You think Toyota gives a fuck? No. Let your warranty run out and see how much they love you then.
Right.
Okay, so it's business. It's fucking business. Yeah. Get that through your fucking head. In the fucking story.
Well, what do you want on your shelf? What do you want on your shelf?
Shit.
What at the end of the day, what do you want? What do you want to put on your shelf?
Right.
That's my thing. Is like, I don't want a lot of the stuff that licensed companies are coming out with. Understandably, a lot of them don't want to take as many risks as they shouldn't. Honestly, like some of these big companies, it is a huge risk for them to come out with an R5D4 or a TIE fighter pilot, even though we would all buy it. But that said, like, I think there are reasons that they don't do that. So that's okay. But I'm going to go over here because I want some of these pieces that I want, right? Like, I don't want to fill my shelves with all of just the main characters of certain things. That's just me, though. You know,
I think another thing that we fall guilty of is the fact that when you come into this game, you know, you're excited about all the pieces and everything, and then sometimes you get swayed by the wrong person. You know, people say, "Oh, customs are bad," or licensed people don't make enough. You are free to make your own decision.
True.
Now, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, if you see a conversation where everyone's shit on somebody, wouldn't it make how can I put this? It would say so much more for your character if you put your hand up and go, "Hang on, no, don't be shit on this person. You can see the effort he's put into the render, or this, that, and the other. You'll never get someone else making this, this, that, and the other." And I think another thing, Sideshow, in terms of the risk they take, the only statue I like in terms of dynamic, and I don't think another one comes close to this in terms of what they've done, is the new Mythos Mall. It looks dynamic. Now, the one behind 4 XM, beautiful piece, fucking masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you had the option of getting one or the other, which one would you choose? I know a lot of people would go for the XM.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
But if you can't afford the XM, you have the Sideshow, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But people, for some stupid fucking reason, they seem to think that because it doesn't agree with them, they think they can go, as Thor said, behind a computer, be a fucking, horrible little person and say, oh, this isn't right. You're wrong, this and the other. If you don't like the stuff, don't fucking talk about it. Don't follow it. Let the person enjoy what they like to collect. I collect customs. Not as many. I mainly have license. There's nothing wrong with both.
Look at this guy here, bro. Oh no, fucking Jerry, man. I love you, Jerry.
Take that steampunk abomination shower here. Okay?
Abomination, homie. Anyhow,
why are they watching? Aren't they like these people aren't Star Wars fans? Right?
No, they just want to see us go off and shit.
Yeah, it's funny.
But again, I'm not shitting on licensed stuff. I'm just saying it's just don't piss on our shit. We're not gonna piss on your shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, I own shit. I just got the Royal Guard. What the fuck y'all want?
Of course.
Go ahead, Tim.
I was just gonna say, I mean, it's like you said, you got all these X-Men and DC and stuff. Yeah. I can't even imagine, I can't even think of the number of groups there are, and then how many pieces each one of those groups makes. That's all Marvel and DC stuff. And the person you're talking about, one of the things they said was that if one of those groups was to make Star Wars, it would probably blow away the 4 groups that make Star Wars stuff. And, that might be true. But until they do that, I'm not going to pretend that they're the best. Like that they're going to give me some epic Star Wars piece that they're never going to make for me. Yeah. I got 4 groups that I can enjoy pieces from. So
Taylor, we've talked about this. I think other people have talked about this on shows. Like if Queen Studios starts making Star Wars pieces.
Oh yeah. Game over. Prime one, all that shit.
I'm there day one, right?
Yeah.
100%. Like I have no problems
easily.
So that's the issue I have is that I like both of these things. And if someone out there can make a piece that I like, I'll buy it. I'll put my money towards it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's making it.
Thank you.
And
that's the way it should be.
That's the thing is there's 4 groups making Star Wars stuff. We got to pick and choose from them what we want. Yeah. And just because one of them doesn't make something that's that great, then that doesn't mean that they suck. So
no, they have to earn your money. They have to earn your money, right? Sideshow has to earn your money. XM has to earn your money. And so does NYC and all these other guys, right? They all have to. We all have so many things that we're trying to buy and get, and we are interested in that. They have to somehow go. If they're going to put something out, it has to be worth your money and what you want to put out. Right now, I'll say that customs tend to earn my money a little bit more than some license pieces. That doesn't mean that it can't shift the other way at some point, right? It can easily shift the other way. It just depends on what they're coming out with and the quality.
I think all I'll say on my last little bit on this one, if Queen Studios start making Star Wars, you have to imagine the amount that's going to cost licensing.
Oh yeah,
I think you're thinking at least another 7 years before they even attempt that.
It's so expensive.
Think about the bus, bro. If they make that shit,
2, all I'll say is fuck the haters. We have 4 groups to choose from. The Taylor said. Let everyone else run their mouth. Yeah. If we love it, that's all that matters to us, and that's all we should care about. End of discussion.
So, with that being said, let's look at some pictures. Love you.
Here.
Pictures from all 4 groups.
From all 4 groups, and from licensed pieces, by the way.
Right.
Because that's all there is.
That's all it is.
Right.
We make do with what we got.
Is there any abominations in this?
It could be some abominations. I mean, abominations are always available. Believe that shit. We'll keep the finger on the trigger very closely. You see. So this was actually some of this shit from a while back. This was from NYC. It was a teaser, I believe, and we still don't know what it is, I don't think. And it's like with some people were saying it could be Yoda versus Palpatine, you know, in the in the Senate there, you know.
Right.
See, it comes apart here. So we still not sure. And y'all, please don't let me forget to go back and look at that Kenobi, because Kenobi, the Kyber Studios one, because Kenobi wanted us to talk about it, so I just don't want to forget.
Okay.
And then this I definitely need this, because I needed Dooku in the Great Hall of Sith. And Kyber Studios put out this we call it concept art, if you will.
Yeah.
And I love the marble base, and I was wondering why he has a clone arm on the base, but
when he puts this out, is this pretty final with how he does this stuff, or
I think
I think they'll change it based on feedback, but they're just showing like what their current idea is, like their current.
Gotcha.
I just wish the circumference of the base was a little bit smaller so I can like fit him in there.
Yeah.
Pause. Well, and on the shelf with some more shit, because if the base is that big, then I always got lightning too.
Yeah,
I guess. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I like
that's really nice.
The sideshow one, but the base is too small for my liking.
I just think the sideshow one's a bit dated, and I just think it's nice. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm never shitting on it.
I think if you see it in person, Thor, it'll actually surprise you. I think
really?
yeah.
Oh, is this mixed media?
We don't know yet. We're not sure yet. This is just a concept drawing, Captain Solo. So we will find out very soon.
Answers needed.
But yeah, I mean, I think the sideshow one's pretty good.
Let's see. Then,
Talon.
So this is the Talon show. So on the left you have the sideshow one. On the middle one you have Xionart 1.0 Talon. Then on the right is 2.0 Talon from Xionart. As you can see, she's rather large. You know what I mean?
She filled out a little bit over the years.
Yeah. I mean, you hit that buffet line or Malachor.
My goodness.
At the casino, that shit is free. Yeah, so I do like the base and everything. It's not doesn't look bad. I kind of prefer the 1.0 myself.
I prefer the
one. I had that one. I had that one and I loved it, so I shouldn't have sold it.
And yes, I do have the sideshow one, people. Yes, just to let you know. So
yeah, it's a nice one.
I'll say this though about the first one though, since we're not being biased. Right. The first one, it looks really good. Like I loved having it, but the quality on it, like she herself is sculpted really well. Her armor looks great and the tattoos are great. Her portrait is beautiful, but the way she holds her sabers is terrible. Like she's got just open hands. Like it's just a hole in the middle of her hand. And you have to slide the saber into it. And then it just kind of like gravity holds it. So it like falls at an angle and her hand just kind of sits it in there. And they'll just slide out right through her hand. And then also if you want to light them up, you have to put on the robe they made that has wires in it that hooks into the base and into the back of each saber. Oh, wow. And that was not a good quality choice. So like this, it looks good, but I'll say that the quality on it wasn't amazing. So if you can get one though, I'd say get it if you can get it for a good price.
Sure. Yeah, I really like that one. So here we have Director Krennic is almost finished. They talking about end of July. We might see him.
Looks good.
Your boy Vader got this on pre-order, and so
it looks good.
It looks really good. Yeah.
Please do the impression of him.
Oh yeah.
We stand on my achievement. Yeah, man, that was
Be
my
careful
guy.
not to choke on your aspirations, director.
Director. Yeah, that was my guy, man. He was so it's the base, and it's only edition size of 25 people. You know,
That looks like
so
after when Death Star hit Scarab.
yeah, right. So here the base is being printed out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, man. I keep
Looks
forgetting that it's coming, but it is on the way. And then this is like insane. This is a Darth Maul bust, people.
Yeah.
Fan made,
Phil Robinson.
Phil Robinson.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really
I've
amazing.
been thinking about getting his life-size Yoda piece. So
Life-size Yoda, you say?
Yeah, he makes a really good Yoda.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
I think you sent us a picture of that the other day.
Yeah.
I believe.
It looks so good.
Look at those eyes, man. That's oh wow.
That's like scary looking how real it is.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
That's right, Bart, man.
Our boy King was like, man, he said, I'm a Maul guy, but I don't even. He said he didn't know if he could have this in his house, bro. He said if this motherfucker started talking.
Dude, isn't
I
that
mean,
the problem? Let's say Queen Studios eventually does get in the game and starts making. I mean, you really want to put like an actual like human head on your like a.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I
like
mean?
if they did a bust, it's like of Carrie Fisher or something.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Like that'd be
crazy.
Scary looking, but it'd be so cool. But
Oh yeah.
So, and here we have a bust of my cousin. Yes,
right.
Vader is related to Assajj Ventress, people. Just know that. And she will be in the Death Star for NYC live unboxing of Assajj Ventress statue,
Oh, nice.
which should be entertaining. You hear that, Star Killer? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I
He
did.
will show up too.
I did.
That's
see
really
the video.
nice.
He might show up.
Yeah, he might just show up.
Oh,
I did see the video of when 4 was at juniors, and he was right. She does look.
They look like
identical.
Assajj, right? I told y'all, man. And but you don't have the coordinates to the Death Star, Star Killer. So but yeah, this is this looks good, for that's funny.
is this the Gentle Giant?
Yeah, it's Gentle Giant, yeah.
Of course.
So this one of their better looking ones in my opinion. Because some of them
if
like
you've
that
seen the last
Ahsoka
few
one.
they put out.
Yeah.
Do you see that Dooku? Do you got pictures of that one for
I
later?
think I do at the end, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, the
All right,
Dooku.
we can get to that later. Then.
Just a quick one.
I think they're quarter scale or something, aren't they?
Wow.
1/6.
This is probably 6 scale or
Yeah,
7
1/6.
7 scale.
Their scales are all off. Gentle Giant scales are just they're all off.
It looks cool until you get down to the hockey puck base.
What were we gonna say, Adam?
I have 2 announcements. One, if anybody knows anyone who is willing to sell the Galaxy's Edge Assajj Ventress double lightsaber, please hit me up.
we will have them contact you.
Oh, lust is needed.
I see.
And the second announcement is, which Ford told me to tell, is I am creating my own channel.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh, right on.
What's it gonna be called?
The name has not been announced yet. I have at least a page long of names.
Oh, that's funny. So this is the Xionard Sith acolyte. So
Cool.
And
anyone missed out.
So-
Anyone missed out on the NYC. And
I had the NYC one, and I actually just let it go last week. But like this looks crazy good. The NYC one was really nice too, and this looks very similar. So if you couldn't get that one, this one will be, like you said, just as good an alternative. And I think they're gonna do 2 torsos.
oh my,
They're gonna do one with the sculpted cape and one with no cape.
really?
Yeah, I mean,
Is it
look
really
at all
a
that.
cape? Didn't
Look
it
at all
have
that.
some kind of jacket or something though? Like it was.
Well, it's like a robe.
Yeah, robe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna do. He was talking about doing 2 torsos, but I mean, look at all the details in there. That's
I know.
Especially on the
Yeah, it's
mask.
pretty crazy.
Look at that, yeah.
Yeah.
like
Does
the
anybody-
armor. Look
does
at it, it's all
anybody-
beat up.
Does anyone here have the NYC version? Did anyone have the NYC version?
Taylor had it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I sold it like a week ago, actually.
Okay.
But it was great.
Did you like it? Yeah, you liked it?
Oh, yeah. I liked it a lot. I just decided I didn't need like these side characters as much. I'd rather have actual Sith characters.
Yeah, you
we're getting the show of the Acolytes, aren't we?
We are, yes. So then here you have the 2.0 version of Darth Nihilus. Which I think is okay. I think I would have thought more of it if I hadn't seen the first version.
Yeah, I think if you got the first one, you got the winner. But like, I mean, if you like museum type stuff, and then this is good too. Yeah. He definitely doesn't take up as much space as the first one does.
Right.
I think what Xehanort they do the best capes.
They do.
Oh yeah,
like the flowing cape is they just do such a good job with that.
I've often said if we could Frankenstein all four of these groups and do like what each of them does best, like we would have flawless fucking shit. You know what I mean? I mean flawless, bro. So,
but Xehanort's really stepped it up too, man. I mean, just looking at that Acolyte render, you can see it's not the same as it was back when they were doing that first Talon. So
right.
So
it's crazy.
And here we talk about the aforementioned chromed Captain Phasma that our man General Kenobi has, and so Vader just sent his to be done, and this thing looks fucking amazing. So I can't wait till
submit your blaster for inspection.
That's crazy.
This is how they should have always done it.
I know, man. I mean, we love you, Darth Rashid, but this thing, that's all I'm gonna say, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's real chrome too. Like,
so Matt, you got this coming, don't you?
I do, yes. I do.
So these being shipped out pretty soon, I guess, or maybe they already have. I think, or we're waiting for him.
I saw him say they're waiting on them to get into the U.S.
Like
through customs or something.
To show up on American.
Does this have the bad motivator scorch marks on there? On the top?
I think it's pre-bad motivator.
Yeah, hold on. Here's the top right here.
But Uncle Owen, this one has a bad motivator on it.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you trying to push?
What are you trying to pull?
I really like the sand and rock base, but I'm not a huge fan of the ring. At the bottom, but at the same time, like I don't know, I guess it works. Because I think he's doing that for his other droid bases, correct?
I'm not
kind of match.
Did the 8D8 have it too? I'm not sure.
We will see eventually. But
looks good though. I really am excited.
He did this teaser.
Ayla.
Ayla,
yeah.
Ayla Secura.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
that's my girl.
That one's gonna look good.
So I'm assuming this is the pre-order 66 version. There's no blaster mark.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Dude,
if it wasn't, there'd be a lot of them.
She'll look real good next to Shakti.
Oh yeah. I think this is gonna be way better than the sideshow one. I think the sideshow one, the pose is like too stiff, and she's like too blue. I guess if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a shade of blue that I don't think is the right one. So I think this is going to be great.
I hope so.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So this is a printout of the Wampa. I believe this is the 6 scale.
Yeah, the 1/6 one. And look how massive it is.
It's gonna be huge.
And our boy Junior got the quarter scale one coming.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah.
Holy crap.
So, Jerry has this as well, don't you, Jerry? So, slowly you are coming to the dark side.
He's like you ordered it.
Yeah. So then, from Vader's secret imperial mission with Assajj Ventress, he acquired the Dark Philosopher to the Sith lineup, which Mojo promptly contacted Death Star talking about did he want to sell it, and we told Mojo, you on some serious drugs, my friend. You see,
that is so nice.
It is.
Yeah,
man.
she's crazy good.
Yeah, this thing.
Wow.
This had me watching those Kreia videos, and man, she spit some knowledge on you, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh yeah.
You know. So I can just listen to her talk, bro. It's like, wow. You know, and people
Cool
put
design.
they put like scenes from Star Wars against her talking. It's really fucking amazing shit. But yeah, I love this piece, man. This thing. Thanks again to Junior. We made a little trade and everything, and hung out at Junior's. We had a good time, and you know, Assajj saw the pieces, you know, and she didn't realize how big our world was. Pause. So this is printouts of Lord Bane's creation.
Oh yes.
The Lord Starkiller, and there's the base, and also there's some. This I couldn't believe. This is Plagueis. It's being printed already. I was like, dude, really?
Really? They got the light pike going already?
Pike, and then there's the body.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
I was like, Slim.
See,
so one Plagueis, dude.
I guess that's one of the things to say about Zion art again is, I mean, it's
fast.
It's hard to not like talk about them because they give you your stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can get it and talk about it. So it comes quick and it's good quality.
Pause.
Well, that's also why you have to be somewhat careful when you order these things, because some of them do come. Yeah, some of them do come fast enough that you're gonna have to put out a decent amount of money fairly quickly, right? So, you gotta be careful.
Zion art will definitely get you in trouble.
That's Malik.
Like that.
That's Malik base right there. Ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna say this within the show, but we might as well show it now. So we have update on our girl Iden Versio people. The face sculpt that was sent to us from the man, you see. And
this is the most recent one, Thor?
The most recent one. Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. Everyone's about to lose it.
Behold, Iden Versio. If the motherfucking computer worked. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Oh,
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Inhale it. Breathe it in.
Janina.
I need it so bad, bro. I need it so bad.
It's impressive.
Most impressive, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that nose, the chin, everything, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell this is definitely her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not always super impressed with NYC's head sculpts, face sculpts, but there's certain ones that they do nail. They've gotten good, and this is great.
They nailed this one, bro.
This one looked really good. One of the things I like about this one is that the game didn't like quite capture her likeness perfectly, like from acting it, but then this is like more based on her actual face. And looks just like the actress. So I think that's what's really cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the girl who plays in real life, she's a fucking cool.
Janina Gabunkar.
Oh man. We need it so bad, bro. We need it so bad.
She's a big Star Wars fan too, so she knows her stuff.
Is she now?
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
We'll have to bring her in for a chat.
Do you have the one with it on the body, Thor?
No, I didn't even see that one. They had one on the body?
Yeah.
Fuck, where the fuck was I? Anyhow, I wish I did.
Probably
somebody got.
Yes.
My dude.
This went up for pre-order and sold out very quickly. Vader was contemplating it, but
I was gonna say the factory didn't paint his hair all the way around, and
that's what I was saying. I didn't know Thrawn had a high top fade like that.
Yeah, I thought it was a fade too.
It's being fixed. It's gonna be all black around. Like
I actually thought it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, okay, I like it. Kind of Nazi a little bit, you know.
I definitely need a phone.
But dude, you tell me that is not Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, come on.
Right?
That's good.
He said he wants no part of that.
Really? He's not floating as much as he was before. Over and over the sea.
We pull out this money. I bet you float over here, motherfucker.
Right.
Not floating as much anymore. Come on with the jokes. So yeah, this one. I definitely need a throne. Oh, need a throne. Huh?
You know what's cool about this? The pose he has here Imagine they did Maul on the throne of Mandalore like that when he had his knee up like that. Remember when they came? That would be sick.
Sick, you say?
It's cool that his foot's off the base.
He's one of those characters where you could watch him for hours and never get bored because he's so different from everyone else.
Right.
Tactically and everything.
I'm on the third book of the trilogy, the Ascendancy, and it's pretty damn good so far.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm sucked into it, you know.
Pause. and this is Vader's baby come home to daddy. You see.
Oh yeah.
And it's only a couple of complaints I got about it. Other than the neck not being painted and obviously the head sculpt. I mean, this thing came out like even beyond my expectation. Like the paint is crystal clean. Can't wait to get the NYC one too.
I love the red on the gloves, Thor.
Oh man, it's like
so cool.
like it's no bleed outs on. I like how they made the patches look like look like patches. You know, and it's just crazy, man.
Yeah,
and
cool.
yeah, so I was like overjoyed with this. So thanks again to.
Oh yeah, look at that! Wow.
Yeah. So my plan is I want to get one of Michael's we call it holocrons and put in her hand, like because in the game they were going after the Jedi holocron with all the names of the potential Force sensitives and everything. So I think that would
man, make sure it's green.
You got to be green because it was green in the game. Yeah. And then you can see the head sculpt doesn't really look like her. Like the head is not bad, pause. But it just doesn't look like her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh man, so sure are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And even you got the Arabesh around the.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know they got it on the NYC one too, but I didn't know that he had put it on this one too. So, and then you get a card with it. Typical. Zion.
How many did you say there were?
I'm gonna keep annoying you to get
30. 30 of these, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy because usually his stuff. I mean, people snatch it up and then you get like 60 or 80 of them.
Yeah, he cut this one off pretty quick. I mean, this one had a weird. I don't know. The whole journey with this was kind of strange. You know what I mean? It like strange shit. And then some people sold theirs off. I don't know. And then people got it in hand like, dude, this thing is fucking sick. And I was like, well, yeah.
I'm still waiting on mine. Mine's on the slow boat, so because I was feeling cheap that week, so. And then
there she is in her final resting place, flanking the other imperial officers. I mean,
that does look good.
Looks great.
I'm waiting on when the sand trooper comes back. I'm gonna put her. I'm thinking about when Phasma comes back. I'm gonna put her and Kylo together in a cube.
Okay.
And, I gotta do something with those wires though, man. The fucking wires, like the bane of my freaking existence. And then so speaking of NYC's second sister. There's a updated head sculpt, which I think I love this because the other one looked a little too happy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, this one looks a little more sinister. You know what I mean? Plus, it's a better likeness, I think. So I think
that hair looks great.
I know, right?
So 100 when I get this is getting displayed with this head here. Yeah,
it's really cool.
So,
wow,
kudos to them. And here's a teaser for later on because we got the fully revealed piece. There's design art. Luke,
So I have some bad news on that.
Bad news, you say?
I missed out on the pre-order.
Oh my goodness!
Damn,
that thing went fast.
For this one?
Yeah.
Just ask him to put you on the wait list. He's always got people that cancel like
he does
a few weeks or so, but when it's about to be ready.
Because I've seen people selling it was selling Maliks and all kind of somebody jump off pause and it should be good to go.
What's
so
what's that one? What's that Luke going for? Just out of curiosity.
It was like
I think it was 7 something. Most of his pieces have been between. I don't think he's had anything over 900 yet. Everything's usually between 7 and 8 something.
So what's cool about that piece is the sculpt doesn't have to be 100% because it's half covered, right? So.
Oh yeah. I mean, it looks good when in the full one. So
you'll see it in a minute. Later on, I got pictures. This is the NYC Zuckus. The bases are being painted up, and
yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, so those I know Junior has this coming. I think you do too, don't you, Bane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So and then this was crazy here. Oh shit! Come on, computer, don't start fucking up. There you go. This was for the NYC we call Ahsoka, the base, because she's in the forest, and he had a caption under like "Pick the real stick from the one that we made," and like I believe this is both the same one. They just flipped it over, you know what I mean? But this that looks fucking crazy, man.
It is. That looks crazy.
So I can't wait when they show this, So 'cause this is the Mando one, remember?
Dude, talk about something going fast.
Oh yeah.
This thing's gonna it's gonna go so quick. It's crazy.
Trigger finger ready.
And then they had an update later on they had to switch out this. Oh my, this ain't the switch out. Fuck it. This is Nihilus again. My bad. But he did a switch out arm where it was up. But I think I got a picture of that. And then so then Xionard is doing Queen Amidala on throne. From the front, it looks a little strange. But like
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like it too.
I'm excited.
I don't like this angle for some reason, but
Yeah, it does look a little weird right there. I think I don't know what he's doing with it, but I'm excited to see what this one is. I'm definitely interested in that. So
me too for some reason. I've always thought this would make a fantastic looking statue.
Mm-hmm.
Her and
dude, that throne is gonna be massive.
Big, ain't it?
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
I think he was trying to figure out if it needs to be a little smaller too. So.
Oh, that thing's gonna be huge.
He might have to trim something off that shit. But I mean, I don't know.
I can't wait to see this one come along more. It looks great already. It already has a pretty good likeness to her, even pretty
yeah. So, and then I got Mojo sent me this print, and I finally got it framed. Nice. Went to Michael's and got me one of those $30 frames and everything. I was trying because I know somebody in our chat was saying they had some something to get framed. They were like, dude, where do I go? I ain't trying to spend $200. Like, I guess they thought I was saying leave it with Michael's to France. I said, no. You take the print to Michael's and go get. They always got a sale. There's always like 2 for $50 or 1 buy one. Right. So you can always get it in now. All that shit on the wall, all that shit from Michael's, So it looks good. And I got another one that the doctor gave me, but I don't know where to fucking put it. So I'm trying to figure that shit out. I wish I had a picture of that, but. So yeah, that came in, and then this was they had NYC had a contest trying to guess what this was, So it's
I was gonna like not even joking. I was gonna submit 8D8 as my question or my answer, but then I was like, why would anyone make that? So then I didn't even bother doing it.
Yeah,
but for those y'all, it looks good. I mean, it looks really good. So.
For those of y'all who don't know, this is from Return of the Jedi. And I remember when they walked in Jabba's palace and they flipped over the Gonk droid and he was kind of like brand. He was like, no. That was this guy here. That was honestly, I like it. I want the one that was talking. Remember,
that's EB something.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. I was like, damn, they should make one of him. But the one I really like, the one droid that I want 000, bro. Because imagine how amazing
that would look cool.
That black cone with the red eyes, that shit would be crazy.
That would look cool.
Mm-hmm. He had all those gadgets too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you got a teaser here, Mr.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, Adam is very interested.
Got the high ground.
You're my brother, Anakin. So this is what that is. So you can see
your
Anakin.
new empire.
Yeah, I think I might be getting this.
Well, make sure you're there for the pre-order, sir.
Look, they got Anakin's lightsaber.
Yeah, they got Anakin's lightsaber. He might put little body parts on there too. You never know.
Oh my god!
And then this is the Xionard Emperor. I kind of think it doesn't really need the chair though, man. You know, if you got him,
he really wants to do that. He really wants to add that chair though, because I think people keep saying he should not do it, and he's like, "No, I want it."
All right. Well, if you want, well, they need to have the option. If you don't want it, then you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I guess he figures if he does that, then nobody would fucking order it. You know, so you know. But the likeness looks pretty good. And there you go.
Oh man.
Yes.
Damn it.
Feel the pain.
Yeah.
He will be.
That's
our man Captain Solo secured this piece.
Oh, good on you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yes,
didn't you, Captain Solo?
I sure did.
Oh, man.
Captain Solo, since you are the master of maybe we could work out a deal, sir.
Oh my!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got plenty of pictures for you. I got some
Deception.
pictures coming for you.
No lie.
Damn. Yeah, that's good.
Oh man.
Oh, there it is. There's a switch out. Okay, yeah. So you got.
Oh God.
He's
That
staring at the power that he has. You see.
Yeah,
he
that
done
looks good.
drained your force energy.
Looks like he's wearing a dress.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, I like the other one where it's
The other one is like
more flowing and shredded up and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What is it for? And everyone else. Sorry to interrupt. Just a quick one. I'm due to move house in like 2 days, so my internet might go at 12 o'clock at UK time. So if I suddenly disappear, just want to say it's been a brilliant show, and I love talking to you all.
Oh,
Nice.
love you too, brother. Yeah, that's 10 minutes from now, everybody, in case you didn't know. So, and there you go.
There you go. It does have that same wraparound base.
Yeah, right? That's pretty
So
cool.
any of the Rogue One 6 crew secure this one, Matt?
I think Chris bought this one. I think Chris picked it up. I think he was looking at it all week. I think he ended up doing it.
It's sold out.
Yeah.
As they always do.
Well, which is good. I really want him to make some more of these things. Like, I would love him to make a CZ3 so I can put that with the bust. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the more these random ones can sell out, the more he'll do other ones, you know. So
right.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make a proxy.
Yeah, you really don't realize how weird some of these looked.
I know,
like,
right?
I mean,
That's why I didn't want to submit my answer for this one. It's like, I don't see why anyone would make this one.
Yeah.
And then there it is.
It's awesome.
No, behold.
NYC's not afraid to make something.
Exactly. It's cool.
You know what's funny? I can see a Star Destroyer being a real life Star Destroyer being made over Sideshow making this piece.
Yeah.
There's no way they're gonna make that.
Yeah, it's more likely.
He's bolted to the ground and everything. Look at it.
So this was a teaser.
This is so disappointing.
I know.
I couldn't believe they didn't give a single quarter scale piece.
Yeah, this was
no, they gave one. They gave one quarter scale piece.
Yeah, the Iron Studios had the
Mandalorian one.
Yeah, it got cancelled and it didn't.
It automatically
you
can still get it. Yeah, you can still get it.
Yeah.
So what was the last quarter scale Star Wars piece for Iron Studios before the Mandalorian one?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
It was Kylo.
Wow.
I thought he was the first one.
That far back?
What was the second one?
No, it was Vader and then Kylo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they only made
Kylo was the last.
Yeah. What about Yoda?
Oh yeah. I guess you're right. Yoda was the last one.
Might have been Yoda. Yeah.
Taylor,
was forgettable.
The one they came out with the child on top of the rock doing the meditation thing. That's a quarter scale.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
So that's the
Seriously?
only quarter scale they came out with.
I didn't know. I thought that was a 10th. 1/10.
Yeah. I thought it was 1/10.
It's still going to be small.
Too great.
It's still going to be small.
When they showed teasers for General Grievous, I went nuts thinking it was quarter scale.
That would have been cool if it was.
That would have been huge.
I mean, I think it's great to see, a lot of Star Wars stuff is museum style. So it's really cool to see something like when someone wants to put some action in something, like with the XM Mall, even if you like the museum style, I think it's just cool to see something different.
Right.
So these are the lightning hands for the NYC Palpatine.
Yeah, the exclusive pieces.
Yeah. So they just,
now, does the lightning come off of the fingers, or is that pretty much going to be colored and glued on?
I'm not sure. I guess we'll see.
I would think they're gonna paint. I think they're probably attach them, because otherwise you're gonna pull the paint off the fingers. Putting them on and off all the time.
I'm just wondering how they're gonna prevent this from showing up broken, because that looks really. I guess it's PVC probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks fragile. Yeah. Still cool though.
Oh, really cool looking.
Oh yeah.
Well, they do that pre-cut foam. I think it'll be all right.
So this is in hand pictures of the Iron Studios Mando.
Yeah, I decided to grab this one. So
I'm tempted. I'm really tempted.
I actually I'm letting go of my NYC pre-Beskar one and grabbing this one instead.
Oh, the pain.
Oh, I don't want to. I mean, I love the piece, but
oh my goodness,
I'm thinking about having both of them because I really like it.
I did think about it. And I was like, but I really like the Beskar armor more than the pre-Beskar. So
Taylor, you'll have to tell me where I can go to pick it up if it's even still possible.
Oh yeah, you could still get it.
Several places. Yeah, we'll tell you.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
You know what's interesting about this piece?
Yeah,
I don't think he had that. I don't think he had that knee, the rocket.
So see,
I think that's inaccurate.
There are people calling out that there's some small inaccuracies.
It looks cool though.
I'm still between this and the Sideshow one, if I'm being honest.
Well, you got plenty of time to decide on that shit.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Oh wow.
And there's the wood grain on the gun.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
What's it called? Matt, the Iron Studios one that we've just seen there, Toys Wonder.
Yeah. We'll get into that after the show.
We interrupt this programming.
Yeah. Because I'm quite sure the powers that be are watching this shit right now, especially what we talk about. So it's okay, bro.
Be careful what you put on the HoloNet.
Yeah, no bullshit. So there's a box, and then there's Zuckus full body, and Zuckus looking good. And our man Salacious is in there suffering.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I think it's a lantern.
Yeah, there's a hanging thing. Yeah,
man, this thing looks killer. I know you were talking about parting with this one, Bane. You still on that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just don't have the whole line, so.
No, I hear you.
That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
I
hear you. So then this is
here we go. This one I'm all in on. I saw this one and I was like, done. Oh man.
See, I don't know, man. I just it looks a little Play-Doh-y to me.
I think they said they were gonna go in deeper on some more of the paint and stuff.
Yeah, I mean the sculpt is good. It's just he's this is the Lord of Pain. And,
Darth Sion.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. He is. That's why he's so angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like Frankenstein, and he holds himself together through his hate. So otherwise he'd fall apart.
He just needs a little Lubriderm.
Yeah.
Right. I was saying he needs gallons of Neosporin or something.
Exactly.
Gallons, not fucking gallons, bro.
Gallons.
He needs gallons, bro. I just want to know who bit a piece off of his freaking back.
They took a chunk out of
big chop.
Took a chunk out of his ass. So, and these are the Zion Art Ahsokas from the.
Oh yes, and I have this one coming.
From Clone Wars.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one. I like that it's the light table scene because I thought that was great.
Right.
Oh fuck! Don't start fucking up. Oh fuck!
Error encountered.
Yeah, no
Big
bullshit.
Ding, ding, ding.
Not big dick. Hang on, let me stop fucking.
Execute.
Yeah, no bullshit. We're being shut down. Wait a minute.
Oh man.
So let me see.
But yeah, I think they said they were gonna go back in on him and make him more like zombie looking and put a bunch of more like red and bloody on the chunks missing and stuff.
Chunks, you say?
Okay.
Oh yes.
There's still Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your focus. Okay.
Yeah, see that one
Yeah, I
fully
wanna see how that
painted
one
one?
comes
That
out.
looks
Completed.
good.
That's
Yeah.
completed right there. Yeah.
Killer.
That's nice.
So.
Oh wow.
That looks good too. Even from that distance, you can tell it's a good job.
Fucking hell, man. Jesus Christ. I think I know what it is. Okay, so this is
Oh,
Gentle
my
Giant.
What?
Oh yeah, we're done. Let's skip over that one.
Ha!
I don't know what that hairline is.
Yeah, that's the Empire Strikes Back Luke's hair, not Return of the Jedi.
Luke needs to do some squats.
Yeah,
The belt looks good.
Right?
Yeah,
that's about
his
it.
pose
Yeah.
he just looks so stiff like that.
Check that out.
Yeah.
The Regal
That's
Robot.
crazy.
Steve should be getting his suit.
But I thought they smelled bad
Oh, did he get
on the
one?
outside.
Did he get the
Yes.
snowy one?
Steve got the snowy one, yeah.
Oh, nice.
The rains and all that stuff.
Whoa.
I think that's
Yeah.
that's the best one to get, the snowy one.
Yeah,
I
no
think
one's
so,
getting it
too.
though. It's crazy.
It's a
Really?
lot of money.
Yeah, it is. It's more money, but
Huh.
but if you're already there,
Oh,
you-
okay, that's why. Okay,
if you're
yeah,
already
I guess.
you're
Yeah,
already-
that's true.
Yeah, I think if you're already
It's
willing
like-
to buy one, you should get
yeah,
the snow.
snow is the best one to get.
It's like buying something for like $1,000 and be like, "Can you knock $50 off, bro?"
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
This-
Yeah, I
This
love
is
this
Darth
too.
Vindican, the master of Darth Plagueis.
That's cool.
Oh,
Mm.
Darth Malgus.
I mean, Malgus, my bad. That's what I meant.
But yeah, I mean, this looks fantastic.
Yeah,
That's a nice base.
it
No
is.
kidding.
But I mean, just
From the game.
it's just something different. And look, they got the
Mhm.
Old Republic Sith symbol hidden in the
Ah,
base
that's
there.
cool. That's cool.
Very
Are you getting? Are you getting this?
Oh,
Thor,
okay,
or-
yeah, I'm in.
I believe I must.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I
I would
mean,
do
it's
it on
just a
must.
good piece. It's just a good piece.
Yeah.
I don't
looks
have
nice.
I don't have a Malgus, but I believe I must secure it. And here we go into the
Oh,
intense-
man.
Man,
Yeah.
that looks so cool.
Got your man Big Pimpin'. Now we are holding out hope. We know that a quarter scale one is coming. You know,
It is. Yeah. It is.
Oh my
Yeah, but-
goodness.
Did they
man.
Matt, do you know if they said for sure are they not gonna add Fennec with her or with it?
I think so. I've seen some renders of this.
Oh yeah,
from
because you guys are
NYC.
in on this one, right? You
Not-
guys are helping out.
Kind of. I think Jason's helped him out on some things because he knows he has some insight into it. But we've seen some renders. It looks really good. I've nothing final at all. But I think the problem was trying to figure out how big of a dais they wanted around it
Mhm.
versus you know what I mean, like that. Because anything you make beyond that just makes the thing massive, like huge.
Right.
And so they're, I think he's trying to kind of keep it somewhat reasonable. And so I don't know if Fennec is if he's gonna do an add-on or something like that. I'm not sure how
Oh
that's
my
gonna work.
God! Please, Michael, we
Are they-
begging you, bro.
Yeah, please.
I tell you
please.
what, though. I tell you what, the one that Michael's doing, that NYC's doing. I mean, I think has a lot more detail than even this does. I mean,
Oh,
it
really?
looks fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's
I like that. I think it's crazy though for this piece here, just that we're looking at. Like Iron Studios is doing really good on these 1/10
Yeah, they are.
pieces, and
Yeah.
like they make some of these other quarter scale pieces not look that good.
I know.
Not custom ones, but like licensed ones. Like
it's amazing what they can do in 1/10.
Like I mean,
imagine if they made quarter scales.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on.
There's another angle here of that one where you see Fennec's face, and it actually it looks like Ming-Na Wen.
Yeah, right.
In 1/10.
Yeah,
and that's crazy. I can't believe you said this is 1/4.
Quarter scale. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's
right. That doesn't look that great to me for 1/4.
Yeah, his face is
that's
really
surprising.
Well, he's still really small, right? I mean, he's still
right. Yeah, I mean, he's
and maybe that's why they didn't make this 1/10 because it would be like.
Yeah, it'd be like a Lego piece.
Yeah, it'd be like a paperweight, tiny little paperweight. So I think they probably had to make it quarter scale. So.
Now this is what I'm talking
there you
about.
go.
Like
that makes the sideshow one.
Thank you.
Bad.
Yeah.
Like that looks like him.
This
and
is really good. This is really
smaller. This is insanely smaller than the sideshow 1/4 version.
This
like
one
1/4 and 1/10 is a huge difference.
This one, I felt actual pain. I was like, "Why is this 1/10?"
That pose is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have something I want.
Oh my god.
Right.
This is. Please, y'all. I hope they make this make him. I hope Iron Studios makes him in quarter scale because after seeing this, and then he have a piece that goes with it. This is Kenobi, which our Kenobi didn't like, but that's cool.
Yeah, he said the face was off on it, but yeah.
But how cool would that be if that was a quarter scale?
That'd be great.
Statue with I mean, geez, it's just
he literally has the high ground on there. So
right,
that's true. That's true.
So then this one goes with the Union. That's fucking sick too.
That looks great.
That looks cool, bro.
It's cool.
That's a great pose. Yeah.
You put them both together, and so I guess it's kind of like the Malik and the Revan from XM.
Yeah. Right.
So they start doing shit like that. That'd be freaking insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is pretty cool too.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
The smoke actually looks like smoke here. That's
that's pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But they're all 1/10.
All 1/10.
Right.
I saw someone in the chat earlier saying that Iron Studios just makes fancy paperweights for us.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's got to be a licensing issue, right? It's a licensing thing, right?
Yeah,
it has to be.
Probably.
Oh yeah, because I mean, you saw that Big Papa Sideshow. They shut it down. They
dropped the hammer on that ass.
This is what I want in quarter scale.
Oh my god!
I can't believe that when they saw the tease for this, I was like, please quarter scale, and then it was 1/10. So
yeah, this and Gideon. I like the two.
I wanted to ask you, Matt, did you get the helmet for this?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the hyperdrive.
Yeah, before, it's kind of funny. Like the week before they started doing theirs, I had got one from Jason Props, and I sent it to Jackson Rupert.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he was going to paint it for me, and then the hyperdrive one went up like 2 days later.
Yeah.
And I was kind of sad about it because I could have just done that because, Jackson, he asked me if he could push mine back to after all the hyperdrive ones.
Yeah.
And I was like,
if it makes you feel any better, Katie Sackhoff actually has the Jason one. So
yeah, but that's how I saw his first. I
got the Mando.
His kit.
I have my Mando helmet from Jason. It's really nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good makers out there. I think Jackson just kills the paint. He just.
Oh yeah.
He's
awesome to talk to too. So he asked me if he could push mine back behind everyone's, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. That just means I'll get a better one. So because he'll have done a billion of them.
or he'll have carpal tunnel, and
so I also told him, it's like, yeah, it'll be better if you're not sick of painting both by then.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this Kenobi before we go off, for our man Kenobi.
Oh, did you have the Gentle Giant Dooku bust?
I don't know why. I guess Fuck.
I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but that thing's
atrocious.
It's fucked up, big time. Like you don't want no part of that shit. Believe me when I tell you. Oh shit! I forgot about Dr. Afra too. Goddamn.
Yeah, and if people
is there
don't,
a Dr. Afra piece?
Yeah, I'll show that after I do Kenobi.
If people don't mind scale, those Iron Studios are fantastic.
Oh yeah, I mean you could easily have a big collection of those on a shelf because they're small and they look so good. So
is that the same size as what they did with the
X-Men?
X-Men?
Yeah,
it is, right?
Yeah, the Sentinel.
The Sentinel. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Wow, this thing is back here, bro. Good night.
It'd be cool.
Kenobi. I might not have this.
Iron Studios did something like that for Star Wars, where they made like a
big scene.
Yeah, like a giant AT-AT, and then
That's
had like
the only thing I could think of when they said that. I was like,
Rogue One figures, like characters or something. I don't know.
Fuck, we forgot about this one too.
That'd be pretty sick.
I would take like some sort of Geonosis arena.
Sure,
if they did that.
Or Luke, or Luke with against the Rancor. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
We
like Gandalf, like Balrog, like they did Balrog and Gandalf. You could do that with Luke and Rancor.
We forgot this guy too.
Oh yeah.
Because they showed.
Is that Hayden Christensen in the shadow?
That's funny.
It looks just like him.
I mean, this is a good looking piece. This is
it is. Yeah, I like it. I might get one. I don't have a
really.
I think it is. Yeah, this is total power pose. I know people don't like the base, but I think it's cool. I like that it's Vader's castle. So
I
like it.
I think I've said this many times, but I just feel like it kind of looks like he's standing on top of a medieval times because, like, you can see, or a Costco. Like, you can basically see. Costco. It looks like it's basically like he's standing on a building, like he's standing on top of a building, right? And that's what's. It's just strange. I don't know why. If they had taken the doorways out of it, to me, it's a better base at that point if they take the doorways out. The Vader itself, I think, is amazing. I really do. I like it a lot.
After the Iron Studio, is my next favorite one. That's right, y'all. You heard me. I like it. It's Sideshow. I like it. You hear that?
Oh, it's great. Okay. It's great.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Thor?
I'm pretty sure. So
that's
I mean, I put him on a sandy base.
I don't like the second arm that he has. The one that goes down.
Oh yeah.
I think that's kind of weird looking, but the other pose is fantastic, and it's a wired cape. Like
it looks so good.
It's pretty awesome.
It's just a straight Vader power pose.
Yeah. I don't like that right one, but
this is kind of how I had my Iron Studios one displayed, like with the arm up like that, and then the saber out, and so. For him to just be standing doing that, I think that looks awesome.
Yeah, I had him. I got him with both hands holding the saber. So Kenobi, bro.
I just think they missed the opportunity, man, just to do the Rogue One, the Rebels Vader with the cracked helmet.
Of course. Hold on. What do you guys think? I kind of think that if you have something like an Ahsoka coming out. Obviously, the best case scenario is you put them both out at the same time. But if you want to save something amazing for San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con, that's an amazing piece to put out, right? And it's still and Ahsoka's still up for pre-order, so it's possible. It's possible that they still are going to make because the guy that talked about the Ahsoka, I know you guys probably watched the thing when they were talking about it. The guy that talked about it. He talked as if there was another piece coming from this thing. Like it sounded like it. I don't know, man. I really hope so. I think it'd be awesome.
So you want them to put out show an extra piece for this Vader or show another Vader?
No, I want them to put out a Rebels Vader to go with Ahsoka.
Okay,
that's the same base.
And then I swapped out cracked helmet. Yeah, with the eye.
That would be nice.
That's what I think. I think they might still do that. I think.
Kenobi, I'm looking, bro. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I'm serious,
Okay.
man.
You just go to their group.
Next time.
Just like Yoda said, "Lost a planet, Obi-Wan."
Yeah.
How
Oh
embarrassing.
no, I found him. Okay, I found him.
How embarrassing!
I got you, bro. I got you. All right. Here we go. I mean, I didn't want to find this motherfucker, but I love you, Kenobi. I'm just messing with you. Not actual Kenobi, but our boy Kenobi. Anyhow, there you go. There's the
Wow,
yeah.
that's the your move.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It looks great.
So this was the
So this is a render, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Render,
Yeah. So the only problem with Kyber is that we haven't really seen we've seen some final stuff, but no in hand pieces, right? There's nothing out there, so it's still.
I think they said Anakin was supposed to ship in August.
Yeah. It's also taking quite a long time for Anakin to get to anybody. Like it's been up for a long time. So, but that said, I hope it comes out looking amazing, because if he can keep doing this quality and this, I mean, it's some of these are.
Oh yeah,
these look really good.
They'll definitely, of the pieces that we've got out there, this will be some of the top stuff if it comes out exactly like this.
I know.
And that Anakin's looking pretty promising. So
it is, yeah.
Poor B2 battle droids, man. Everyone's always stomping on them on the statues.
I know.
Well, that's funny because they showed this, right? Like they showed a teaser for this one, and then Sideshow came out and showed their Mythos one, which was like exactly like this.
Yeah.
Did you see the final production piece for that? I'm not
that I don't like it. I don't like the Obi-Wan or the Anakin.
Not a big
Mythos.
What did Vader call it? Justin Bieber?
I will never say never.
Yeah, just Bieber.
Don't ask me how I know some Bieber songs, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this looks.
Well, that
great.
and the hair's flowing one direction, and then the cape's going another direction, and the smoke's going another direction. It's a little bit of a mess.
He's trapped in a tornado.
Yeah.
Trapped in a tornado.
Sucks.
So, Kenobi, my man, there you go.
Yeah, great.
Impressive.
Most impressive.
Yeah, that's killer.
So
I hope these come out looking great. For sure.
Did you get any of them, Matt?
I
Initially
got Anakin, and then I ended up getting out of it. Someone took my pre-order for that. So I like it. I'm glad I hopped out just because I think with the Anakin, it's such a museum posy, like it's just very, very simple as pose.
I'm surprised. Yeah,
I don't mind. I think there's people that love it, and that's great. I think people are gonna love it. It's gonna look great, but it just wasn't after I looked at it more, I didn't.
Impulse collectors say if Vader's shopping at Costco, it's the Kirkland.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's correct.
Anyhow, y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for us, man. Matt, we appreciate you coming through, brother, and come back anytime.
Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah.
And, we apologize. We had to go dark side on everybody, but shit had to be addressed.
It's good chatting with all you guys.
Yeah. So anybody, what you guys got going on or coming up on Rogue 16? Anything coming up?
Yeah, I don't know. We're so like off and on right now. I know we're doing. I think we're doing maybe a collector spotlight or a top 10 pre-orders next week, and then I know we're gonna do a group therapy at the end of the week.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
that's what's up. So check them out, Rogue 16.
Yeah, and we haven't had a lot of updates on Enfys because.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's
because dude, Michael's got so much going on.
I know.
Like he does. He has a lot going on.
I tell people hit me up all the time, dude, where's Iden? I said, bro, you know how many fucking pieces are ahead of Iden?
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, the little updates we get, we they come in, but
just the fact that they look the way they do when we get them too.
Bro.
Yeah. I mean, that was straight up her face, so.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're right. And Emphas is going to look. I mean, from what we've seen so far, it's going to look ridiculous. So
Yeah,
I'm
can't wait
confident.
for
It's
that
just I just don't know what we can show anytime soon. So
yeah, I'm gonna put her with Mando, I guess, because they're both Sand, you know.
No, that's cool. Yeah,
So I think that'll be pretty cool. So
yeah,
definitely look forward to that. So anybody else, anything coming in or nothing? No, okay.
I'm just waiting on my second.
I mean,
sister to come in.
pre-orders. Just a bunch of pre-orders. Yeah.
pre-orders.
Yeah, pre-orders, lots of those.
Yeah.
Way too many.
So
Always on the move.
we will catch y'all next time, and may the force be with you and all that good stuff. And Vader gonna watch his back on the street now. And peace out, y'all.
All right, later, guys. Thanks for watching.